From sweeping policy shifts in Washington to surging markets and culture-shaping headlines, this week delivered a torrent of news across every sector. President Trump made bold moves in diplomacy and trade, while health and tech sectors faced mounting pressures. Overseas, tensions escalated from Tehran to Kyiv, and in pop culture, stars and brands launched viral crossovers and reboots. This is the American media to break down the key developments shaping politics, business, entertainment, health, and the global stage.
In a dramatic shakeup of the U.S. diplomatic corps, over 1,300 diplomats and State Department staff received termination notices as part of a sweeping reorganization under President Trump. Just days after Independence Day, Trump signed what he called One Big Beautiful Bill. A $4.5 trillion tax and spending package passed with strong Republican support. Meanwhile, trade tensions are rising again as the president prepares sweeping new tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and the European Union. Reciprocal tariffs have been paused, but new trade deals are in the works. In a key transportation update, the Senate has confirmed a new FAA administrator, a former airline CEO, signaling a shift in aviation leadership. In Los Angeles, a city court ruled that journalists are protected from the use of non-lethal weapons by police during protests, reinforcing First Amendment rights amid ongoing demonstrations. The financial markets posted fresh records this week, with the S&P 500 and NASDAQ extending a strong run, fueled by robust June jobs data and renewed investor optimism. But alongside the market highs, the wave of corporate layoffs continues. More than 2,000 companies have announced job cuts in 2025 so far, including major moves this week by Boston University and TikTok's Bellevue office. Meanwhile, Pop Culture Group saw its stock surge 42% in after-hours trading after securing a $30 million private placement focused on expanding hip-hop live events. Investors are also eyeing Tata Consultancy Services, which is set to release its Q2 earnings this week, possibly alongside a new IPO announcement. On the biotech front, attention turns to the FDA, which is expected to make a pivotal decision by July 24 on the drug Dept, used in treating thrombocytopenia.
Los Angeles was the epicenter of a cultural crossover this week as Blackpink debuted their buzzworthy fashion collaboration with the Lakers and Dodgers. The sporty collection, blending K-pop with NBA and MLB flair, quickly went viral. Meanwhile, the Bratz brand is celebrating the 30th anniversary of Clueless with a new doll line featuring Cher, Dion and Amber, set to launch July 17. Jojo Siwa's cover of Betty Davis Eyes also stirred online debate, drawing criticism from fans and even rumoured shade from original singer Kim Carnes, who questioned its authenticity. On the tour circuit, Beyoncé dazzled crowds in Washington, D.C. over the July 4th weekend with a patriotic Calvin Klein look as part of her Cowboy Carter tour. And in the hard rock world, Five Finger Death Punch announced plans to re-record some of their biggest hits, following in the footsteps of Taylor Swift's reimagined albums. Health experts are raising red flags as the National Cancer Institute faces possible budget cuts of up to 40%, a move that could severely hinder the nation's progress in cancer treatment and research. Adding to the concerns, growing political backlash against mRNA vaccine technology is now affecting cancer trials that rely on similar platforms, causing funding slowdowns and paused studies. Meanwhile, the seasonal threat of dengue is intensifying, with officials warning of a spike in cases as mosquito populations swell across vulnerable areas. The US is also confronting its worst measles outbreak in decades, with confirmed clusters in states like Kentucky threatening public health progress. On a more promising note, Mayo Clinic researchers have announced significant progress in using AI-enhanced echocardiography to detect cardiac amyloidosis, a rare but serious heart condition, earlier and more accurately than before.
All eyes are on The Hague as the International Court of Justice prepares to release a landmark advisory opinion on July 23rd, addressing countries' legal responsibilities in the fight against climate change. In Iran, tensions with the West are rising again as a new law now requires Supreme National Security Council approval for all IAEA inspections, further complicating oversight of Iran's uranium enrichment program. In the Red Sea, Houthi rebels have sunk another vessel, escalating concerns over maritime safety in one of the world's most critical shipping lanes. Ukraine continues to endure relentless aerial attacks, with Russia unleashing a wave of nearly 600 drones and multiple missiles in an overnight assault on Kiev. Globally, striking images show the breadth of recent crises, from flash floods in India to wildfires sweeping across France and bomb blasts in Gaza, painting a stark picture of an increasingly unstable world.
As mid-July unfolds, the world sits at a crossroads of uncertainty and momentum. With landmark court rulings pending, biotech decisions looming, and cultural icons rewriting their narratives, the pace of change shows no sign of slowing. Whether it's a reimagined trade map, a revived toy line, or a threatened medical breakthrough, the stories of this week reflect deeper trends reshaping our future, one headline at a time. This was the American Media. Stay safe, everyone.